Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Mutiara Fitria Bekti, NPM 20110501111, Program Study Mathematics Education, State Islamic University, Raden, Intan, Lampung. This time and this video, I will discuss about countable and uncountable noun. The first, this is countable noun. Do you know what is countable noun? Yes, countable noun is some nouns refer to things which in English are treated as separate items which can be counted. Atau countable noun adalah kata benda yang dapat dihitung. For example, 3 cars, wherein we can find out that there are 3 cars, and we can count the car, there are 3. So that 3 cars is countable noun. Singular and plural countable noun. Countable noun can be singular and plural. For example, book, books, car, cars, glass, glasses. Countable noun can be singular and plural. They can be used with a or an, and with nouns and many other determiners. There are a few. For positive sentence, we can use a or an for singular noun or some for plural nouns. For example, a or an. I own a house. For example, some. I've got some dollar. For negative sentence, we can use a or an for singular nouns or any for plural nouns. Example, a or an. I do not have a job. For examples, any, there are not any 6. Uncountable noun. In English grammar, some things are built as a wall or beds. They are called countable noun because they cannot be separate or counted. Some examples of countable noun are: first, material and substance. Examples: water, rice, coal, and milk. Second, number for group or collection of things. Example: furniture, equipment, language. Third, idea and experience. Example: information, progress, fun, and work. Fourth, other common uncountable noun include. Example: homework, money, formation, travel. Singular and plural uncountable noun. These nouns are not used with a or an or number and are not used in the plural. For example, we had terrible weather last week. Not, we had a terrible weather last week. Some nouns always have plural form, but they are uncountable nouns because we cannot use a number with them. For example, I bought 2 pairs of trousers. Not, I bought 2 trousers. Quantity expansion. A bit or each. To refer to one or more quantities of an uncountable expansion, such as a bit of, an item or word for containers, and mention must be used. For example, he bought a very expensive piece of furniture for his new apartment. Determiners: my, some, the. Uncountable noun can be used with strain determiners. For example, my, her, some, any, no, the, this, and that. An expression of quantity. For example, a lot of and a little. For example, strain determiners. There is no work to do here, so you can go home if you like. For example, expression of quantity. She is been studying hard and has made a lot of progress. Question. In question, we use a or an, any or how many with countable noun. For example, how many pens are there? And use any or how much with uncountable noun. Example, is there any sugar? But when we are offering something or asking for something, we normally use some. Example, do you want some chocolate? We also use some in a question when we think the answer will be yes. Example, have you got some new glasses? Grammar explanation. A few and a bit of or a little means some. Often we feel this amount is enough or more than we expected. We use a few with plural noun and a bit of or little with countable noun. Example, there is a bit of milk left. I have a few ideas. We use few and very little to show that we are talking about a small amount. Often we feel this amount is not enough or less than we expected. Few is for countable noun and very little is for uncountable noun. For example, there are few places where you can still see their beard. I have very little money. Uncountable noun precise for uncountable noun. We can sometimes use countable noun phrase to talk about an individual. Example of the thing an uncountable noun referred to. Example, accommodation, a house, a place to live, a place to stay. Money, a knot, a coin, a sum of money, a dollar. Travel, a journey, a trip. Countable noun and uncountable noun with different meanings. Some nouns can be used either countably or uncountably, but with different meanings. For example, countable noun. I bought a glass yesterday. For example, uncountable noun. The table was made of hard glass. For example, countable noun. Would you like a chocolate? For example, uncountable noun. Would you like some chocolate? Thank you for attention. I hope this video has given us new insights on the countable noun and uncountable noun. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.